What's going on today, guys? I got a very special guest on my podcast today, Joe Throws. I got the host or co-host of Baseball Isn't Boring, Rob Bradford. Bradford, how are you, man?
Oh man, it's an honor being on here. There's no one I'd rather talk to. And then don't say co-host because if you're talking about Joe Kelly, he just he only comes on when somebody comes on the field and punches him in the face and he wants to ring. Uh,
Yeah,
but
dude.
but hey, listen, we share a LLC, so we can say co-business partners. But yeah, it's I appreciate you saying that and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man, it's an honor to have you on. Obviously, the last time I talked to you was at spring training, and a lot has like transpired the last, you know, couple months, I would say. Obviously, like going down to it's been a tough start to the year for the Sox. What are you kind of seeing in around Boston? Like what's going like how are the fans treating this? I mean, obviously you've seen it on social media. You post every day. What's kind of like the vibe right now at Fenway?
Yeah, they're actually boycotting the games. They're saying no, we do not want the bobbleheads. No, thank you. We are offended by the product. No, it's here's the thing is that I think that it's funny, Joey, because you started the year and you had the obviously get off to a bad start, and then you had the sell the team chance. And I do think that a big part of that was driven by David Portnoy. I'm not saying that that was a bad thing. It was just I thought he's so powerful, and because I had never heard sell the team at any time like that. So early in the year, you had that. They get off to a bad start. It keeps going that way. And everyone was sort of just getting frustrated. And then you have the chaos of the firings. And and so now it's sort of you settled in and you said, all right, well, okay, the chaos, we don't necessarily like how everything is shook out, but at the same time, the American League stinks. Like that's the thing. Through all of this, I think that that's what fans are waking up to realize is that yeah, this team is flawed, the roster is flawed, but it still might make the playoffs because the American League stinks. And as long as you give some people some hope along with some bobblehead nights, they're still going to come.
Yeah, my uncle's he's a big Red Sox fan. He lives down here now, but he tells me every year he's like you can't go to games. You got to tell them to stop going to games if you want them to start winning. He's the back in the day that's how they acted, but
No, no, they
eh,
didn't. No, 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 no. Tell your uncle. I like him personally. I respect his opinion, but it's his prerogative to be wrong. Like everybody
yeah,
said this. Like
yeah.
this is a time-honored tradition. It's like boycott the games and no, but because Joey, like here's the thing. They can always lean on the Fenway experience. People are never not gonna, they're gonna have less people go to the games, but they still enough people will go to the games because it's just a cool place to be.
I love it. Every time I go, it's like a party. It's like I'm 4 years old and I'm waking up on Christmas morning. I even when they stink, like it's my favorite place to go to when I come
Can
up
I
north.
ask you this? Do you remember the first game that you went to? First,
Yes,
do
yes, I
you?
do.
Who
Yeah.
who who do you remember the game?
Yep, I remember everything. I was wearing a Red Sox uniform. My favorite player of all time, Dustin Pedroia. I've literally the reason why I started watching you is because of that. And I wore it. It was July 4th, 2010 against the Orioles. Kevin Youkilis hit a home run. Ortiz was out. I think Daisuke Matsuzaka was signing autographs. Darnell McDonald, Yamaiko Navarro was out there. I remember
Oh
everything. I
man,
remember, dude, I remember everything. I know
Michael
the Sox.
Navarro. And here's the weird thing. There's a couple of things, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to take over your
No,
podcast,
no, no.
but the weird thing is, if Navarro signed your ball for you that day, right? Forever, you would be like a big Yamaiko Navarro fan. That would be it. Yamaiko Navarro would be he would go to where I don't even know where he is now, but you'd be, oh man, he's tearing up Korea. And but that's the power of an autograph. That's the power of seeing a player up close and personal. And the other part is I want to ask you, because when we were doing the book, when Joe and I were doing the book, we asked this question to a lot of people about the first time you walked into a park, about what you saw. And so, the people that we talked to, a lot of them had the same sort of experience, and I'm anxious to get your take. Is like, oh my goodness, the greens are never greener, the whites are never whiter. It
Yeah.
just seemed like this place out of nowhere. And I don't want to get romantic about it, but
It's true, man. It's true. There's something about it. I just love it. And then Pedroia, I mean, he's my favorite player ever. It still is. And like growing up being a baseball player, like I literally like wanted to be Dustin Pedroia.
did
I'm
you
6 foot, I'm 6'2", and now I'm like I still if I met him, I'd probably cry. Not even lying to you, I would cry if I met him. I'm not even
hold
like
on, hold
I've
on.
met so many good players.
Let's get one face up. I did that. Pat Murphy, he's a former college coach, was here with the Brewers, and
Yeah.
and I was going to interview Pat about Pedroia in the Hall of Fame because he wanted to prop him up. And before we went on, I FaceTime Pedroia, and I'm just standing there with Pat Murphy and Pedroia, and they're talking shit to each other, and they're just going
Yeah.
back and forth. I'm like, oh man, this is a highlight of my life. But yeah, did you see after the firings, did you see the quote that I had from the anonymous Red Sox player?
Yeah, that was Beckett, wasn't it?
Yeah, but did you guess Pedroia? You must
I
have guessed
thought
Pedroia.
I 100% thought it was Pedroia. I was like, man, like this is because he's that fiery guy. Like I remember when he was like playing in like obviously when I was a kid, like every time he hit a single, like my dad would always say, man, he looks so pissed off he didn't get a double.
Yeah, I was just
It's
saying
crazy,
I
man.
can't watch the umpire Laz Diaz
Oh,
without thinking about there was a
2021.
was it? No, 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 no. That's a good one though. That was good.
Yeah,
That was like that. That was like where was this? Where was the patting of the head then? But
yeah,
but no, Laz Diaz, there was maybe you can Google it. Pedroia, like Laz blew a call on Pedroia to bat. So Pedroia's all pissed off. And so Pedroia, he ends up walking, or no, he got a hit. He gets a hit. And as he's running down to first base, he's literally running backwards, yelling at Laz Diaz. Like, so yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh my, he is like I want him in the Hall of Fame. I literally tell my parents like when he's in the hall, we're going to Cooperstown to try and watch his speech. But yeah, that's it, man. Like after him, it's everybody else. Like, but I mean, obviously, I've grown up, and now it's like what are we doing? Like, why are we not signing Bregman? Why are we not like I'm like my uncle now. It's crazy. Like now I'm the guy that's like I'm pissed off. I'm like, but I watch your stuff and I'm like, man, like this is why I still love it. Like I still love it because I watch you, I watch Gordo and all these other guys, great dudes on Nesson and hopefully they turn it around, man. But I was skeptical even when we met. I was skeptical about the team.
Really?
I really was.
You weren't seduced by the whole like someone's hitting 800 in spring training? No?
No, I was so mad when they didn't bring I would when they didn't bring back Bregman because I was a big fan of him in Houston because I actually got him to sign a ball for me in like 2019 and I always liked him. He reminded me of Pedroia and I see him, we get him and I'm like, man, like we're back. Like we finally got a guy that can play, just like, you know, Mookie, Bogarts, all those guys, and like
Yeah.
now you just let him go, and it's like that's just how it goes, man. But
Yeah. So you got the spring training, you looked around, so there's no Bregman here. Who's
yeah,
replacing Bregman? What's going on? But you did not think they were going to get off to the start that they got off to, though.
no, absolutely not. Um, I expect them to be pretty good. Their pitching is I really like the pitching. I thought, but I did have one question with like Ranger Suarez. I was like, man, is the AVS going to hurt him because he tries to
Yeah, it's a
locate his
good point.
pitches, and it's like. But at the same time, it's like he pitched well in the playoffs. Like maybe he's gonna be fine, and he's been, up and down. He's been better, but he's injured right now. But I think he's a good arm, and obviously Crochet having the struggles he's had, it's like I'm a little worried, obviously, but at the same time, it's like he threw 200 and what 40 innings last year,
Yeah.
and he threw 170 the innings the years before. My buddy who's a Yankees fan, he tells me that all the time. He's like, he's gonna be injured. I mean, you guys killed him last year, and I'm like, now thinking about it, I'm like, man, he's right, and
Well, I mean, time will tell if he's right, but I get it. Like, it's the pitching. This is the thing, though, Joey, is that the pitching I think is going to be good, but to me, you got to hit some home runs. You got to do it every once in a while. You saw last Friday, Jaron Duran's 3-run homer. They don't win without that. You see his 3-run homer on Monday. Like you don't win without that. Like there's and if you don't hit some home runs and you don't have some impact, whether it's home runs or doubles or extra base hits, then the pitcher's always going to feel like I can't give up 2 runs. The game will be over. So yeah, I mean that's my biggest problem with this team right now.
I agree. I mean, I was telling all my friends, like they all asked me like about my takes because, I'm so indulged in it every year. And I really thought like, even if you don't get Bregman, why don't you go get a Gino Suarez? Maybe you can go get Pete Alonso. Maybe you trade for what's his name in Houston. That's
Oh,
that they
Brady's, yeah.
Paredes, but at the same time, Paredes doesn't play good defense. But I mean, it's all like, and then it was all like kind of out of nowhere when they got Durbin too, and I was like, man, like who is this guy? I wasn't even like it's and everybody your mind and everybody's like, oh, he's the Pedroia 2.0. I'm like, don't ever say that. Never say that again. You just can't compare. I'm not even like I wasn't joking either. I'm like, never compare my goat to Caleb
Can
Durbin.
let me give you a good Pedroia line from the other day. Um, he, we were, I don't think I'm telling tales out of school, whatever. We were talking about this is even before the firings. And he's like, dude, like I would, if I was going through there, I'd tell that guy, you better get your LinkedIn locked in. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, Dustin, like, that's the thing. He doesn't even realize like what good, great lines he has. And then you tell him it's a great line. He's like, yeah, yeah, that's right. So yeah,
Yeah, he just oh my gosh, he's a special he was a special guy to me when I was a kid, and
that's
he's
good.
still he's I mean the like him getting in the Hall of Fame would be the icing on the cake for me. Just him getting in because Poppy got in, and now if he gets in, that would be great. Kind of what do you think about Roman? Do you think Roman's gonna be
Well,
like I
he's on
do you
the
think
IL now.
yeah, I saw that. Do you think he's gonna be okay? Like, is he gonna be good, like a good player, you still think? I mean, I think he
Yeah,
is, but
man. Yeah, yeah,
I
be
think
a
he's gonna
good
be great.
player. Yeah, he'll be a good player.
I just feel like they're putting a lot of pressure on him, without
Oh,
without like another star that can like be a leader for him, just like um Bregman was. Like Bregman was always there for him and Marcelo, and I just feel like
hold on. Hold on. Say hi to this guy.
no way. Dustin Pedroia.
Wait,
Hey,
wait.
hey, Dustin, hey man. So back in the day in 2013, you signed autographs for me at at the Rays, and I was like 10 years old, and now I'm 23.
Nice, buddy.
Dude, you're my
I'm doing
favorite
a
player ever.
podcast for this guy, and all he's talking about is how much he loves Dustin Pedroia.
Hey, smart guy.
Dude, you've been my favorite player since I was like 10 years, maybe even less than that, like 8 years old. It's crazy.
Right on,
Holy
buddy.
crap. Dude, you're the
Nice.
man. I hope you get in the
All right,
hall.
you can let
I'll
go.
be at your speech. I'll be there
Yeah,
to watch your speech.
That a baby.
yeah. Operation one. All right, I just wanted to make dreams come true.
Holy
Um,
crap.
I'll talk to you.
See you, buddy.
See you.
Holy crap. That's crazy. Wow.
You all right? Take a breath.
Yeah. Whew. Wow. Yeah, there's actually a photo. I'm trying to find it on my phone. There's a photo of me at 10 years old, like looking for a ball or giving a ball to Dustin like 13, 14 years ago on Google. And it's like me at the Trop. And it's like I'm getting it signed. But yeah, that's insane. I appreciate that.
You
Two
better cut
time.
that. You better cut that clip, man. You better cut that clip.
Oh, dude. I got it recorded. It's all good.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
it.
No, no, no.
But
I'm saying like surface it.
yeah.
It's street cred for you.
Yeah,
So
it is.
this is the whole thing about podcasts, right?
Yeah.
You do a half-hour podcast or whatever it is, and nobody is like, unless you smack people in the face with the best parts, no one's gonna know. So
Yeah. No, you're right. You're
yeah.
right. I mean,
So
yeah, you're right. I need to do that.
yeah. So find whatever technology you have. I just burned a bullet with you. You know how much time? You know how much he picks up the phone? Never.
He probably never picks up.
Yeah. Well, he's not actually. He picks it up. You can see he's not doing anything.
He needs
So
to come manage the Sox.
yeah. Well, that's what. See, that's what you gotta have to get him as your next guest on the podcast.
I don't think
So
that'll happen. I don't
although
think so.
now here's the thing, Joey. Street cred. When you talk about this podcast, forget about me. You say former guest Dustin Pedroia because it's true. It's accurate.
That's crazy, man. Can't believe that was real. Oh man. Back to Roman Anthony.
Yeah, but yeah.
Back to Roman Anthony. That was
No,
nuts.
here's the thing, like, dude. If you want to talk about, I don't care. We can talk
No,
about
no,
Roman
I do
Anthony.
want to
Hey,
talk
here's
about
the thing about Roman Anthony. Roman Anthony's going to be good. He's going to be good. He's hurt right
yeah,
now. It's never believe when they say it's going to be a couple days. We just saw him. He has it's a finger. It's like his finger. It's not his wrist. So it's
yeah,
actually his hand, and that's not a good thing. And like, so and I don't want to hear like all these people. Anybody like it's like when pitchers have blisters,
yeah.
like they were like, oh, baseball players are such whiny, wussies or whatever. Like, dude, like you can't do certain things in baseball without certain parts of your body. Like that's it.
You have to. I mean, I played college baseball, and you can't like when you're swinging a bat. I mean, I didn't hit, but when you're swinging, like you have to be. Everything has to be healthy. Like you can't swing with a hurt arm, hurt hand,
Dude,
a hurt finger,
the guy we just talked to, Pedroia,
broken thumb for 2013
broken thumb, right?
for
Broken thumb.
2013, and he hit
And
300.
no, Hammett bone. It's
Yeah,
Hammett bone. Yeah,
yeah,
right? That was '07. He had a broken Hammett bone. But his fingers, he had a broken something. It was 2012. They played out the year. And I remember he had like it was one of his fingers or something, broken fingers. But he played it out. And I remember him texting me after, and, we all, as you can tell, like he's like, we just goof around, whatever, talk shit. But he was like, I did something where I could like show my kids and be proud of, which is playing through something. And I mean, that was true. Playing with a broken finger, baseball, forget about it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you just can't do that now. Like you just can't do it anymore. It's
Yeah.
unless you're Dustin Pedroia. I mean, there's nobody else that can do this.
No, but he didn't play well, but he
No,
played.
that was when '07 was when the
No,
first
this
half.
was 12. This is 12.
Oh, 2012. Yeah, he didn't play much in 12. He was hurt, and then he was like, I
Well,
think
this was the Bobby Valentine, like,
yeah, that was a tough year because
yeah.
Euclid got canned, and then, like he tried to back him up, and Valentine,
Oh yeah.
apologized.
Yeah.
And,
You
yeah,
think
whatever.
somebody said, "Have you ever been through anything as chaotic as this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, 2012, the entire year. This was one weekend. That was an entire season."
Yeah, that was what Adrian Gonzalez got dealt at the deadline for what?
Oh no, that was the Nick Punto trade. Nick
Yeah,
Punto,
yeah,
Adrian Gonzalez, Josh Beckett, and
for
Carl
Ruth De La
Crawford.
Rosa and
Alan Webster.
James Loney,
Alan Webster, James
James
Loney.
Loney.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
call. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
So
know. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Like, you're still like just lower your heart rate, man.
I
Like
know. I need to. I need to relax.
through the cougar in the car.
I know. I know, right?
So here's the thing. Don't go through a list of questions. If like we're just
No, we're just
talking.
talking. We're just talking. No,
We're
we're just
just
talking.
who else
We're
you
just
want me to
talking
get on
about
my
all of
phone?
it.
You want Ortiz? Let's get Ortiz. No, just
No, 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 no. Don't do that. You don't gotta do that.
you're like,
Don't do that. You don't gotta do all
what
that.
questions do you wish that you asked us to Pedroia in that moment? Now that I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
I would say the biggest thing is like I don't know. I don't know if I would ask it because I would like, it's tough. Like, I don't know if I would ask anything, but I would say, man, I wish you were healthy for 2018. I would say that because like that would be
Yeah.
like I wish like 2017 he wasn't healthy at all, but he played in the playoffs, and then 2016 he was same thing. Like he wasn't healthy, but he played, and then 2018 I think he played a couple games, and then he just kind of his last game ever was I think 19, and then he just kind of stayed on the roster until what 21 or 20, I think.
No. Was it? I don't know. I thought his last
Might have
game.
been 20,
I don't
21. He might
know.
have
I don't
retired.
know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So as you're gonna go review the tape, and you're gonna say, "What did you say?" You're like, "I remember when you signed whatever." I don't know what you said. So
Yeah.
whatever you said. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I get it. So my guy, like my bucket list guy, you know who Eddie Vedder is? You know who
No.
Pearl Jam?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
You and Roman Anthony and Marcel Myers saying Pearl Jam's like an iconic band. Eddie Vedder's like an iconic singer. They play at Fenway Park. Anyway, I want to meet Eddie Vedder, and I met Eddie Vedder walking through. We were walking through the All-Star Game concourse in Seattle, and I see Theo coming my way, Theo Epstein, and I think, oh, I haven't seen Theo in a while. Hey, Theo, what's up? He's like, here, I want to introduce you to Eddie. I'm like, oh. Eddie Vedder. And so now I'm thinking, what should I say? And now what I should have said, much like you should have said something else. I don't know. That's okay. But what I should have said was, Eddie, man, my daughter got married and the father-daughter dance was a deep cut of yours, but it was your song. Thank you for that. But what did I do? Hey, I have these t-shirts, baseballs and boring t-shirts. You want some?
Dude, I need to buy
I
one
was
of
talking,
those.
I was talking about t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome though, man. You have that at
Well,
your daughter's
yeah. Well, it was either Eddie Vedder or Dustin Pedroia. He wasn't invited. No, I'm just kidding.
that's your
Yeah.
guy though. That's your guy too. Pedroia's your guy too though, isn't he?
I
You guys are
mean,
like boys.
I don't know if we're boys. Where listen, here's the thing: you aren't going to always get along with everybody you cover,
Yeah.
and I think the thing with Pedroia is that when I got off to kind of a late start and actually covering the Red Sox full time, but I kind of grew up with Pedroia. Like Pedroia and I, like that was the meat of like me becoming a Red Sox reporter of his career. And so we would walk in, and I'll never cover anyone like Pedroia ever again because you'll walk in that clubhouse, and I mean he'll just be talking shit from the get-go, and people were like, why is he? They thought that like we were yelling at each other and we were just like you and your buddy would be yelling at each other. Like
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey Rob, what's up?" No, I would say, "Hey, what's up? Your cholesterol." I'm like, "Okay." Like here we go. Like this. So anyway,
Yeah.
listen, who's to say by October you aren't best friends with Dustin Pedroia? I'll tell you how to get best friends with Dustin Pedroia. Join Operation 1527, which is our what we're trying to do to get him in the Hall of Fame.
I'm in.
Well, you gotta be creative. You gotta create.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd have to do something.
Anyway, sorry, I've taken you off the rails. Sorry.
No. This is fun, man. This is awesome. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Pedroia, he was a special player for sure. He was a special
Yeah.
player.
See, I see what you're doing now. You're trying not to go down the list.
I don't got a I
You
don't
don't
got
got a
a
list. All right.
I can talk off the rip about the Sox until I'm dead, man.
Really?
Yeah, I could keep going.
Wow. All right. So, where did you play in college?
I played at Vermont State Linden, Division 3 baseball.
Otherwise known as Linden State.
Yeah,
Used to
yeah,
be Linden State.
yeah.
Now it's Vermont State Linden.
Yep.
And where did you grow up?
Tampa, right here in Florida.
And you went up to Vermont to play baseball?
Yeah, yeah, it's nuts.
Really? Hey, wait,
Yeah.
isn't that school out of business now?
No, that's what's that school? We Anna Maria. They just went out of
No,
business.
I thought Linden State did too. They just changed the name. So
Just
but
yeah.
it's linked up with University of Vermont now.
Yeah, no, linked up with like three other schools in Vermont,
Okay.
Castleton, Johnson, and then
Was it
there's one more.
Gordon?
No, Gordon's in Mass.
No, I
Gordon's
know.
in
It's
Mass.
right near where I live. I shouldn't say that, but it is. Um, yeah. So you, how many games do you play? Like five?
We you know where we go? We go to Boston. So we would go to Boston. We would play every weekend against Fisher. I've met Manny Del Carmen actually once. My freshman year, he was the pitching coach for them. But yeah, he was the pitching coach for Fisher College. And then we would play in Florida. We went to Virginia and South Carolina, but no, it was fun. Now I'm getting my MBA right now, just on the side as I'm working. So
Oh, good, man. Dude, you get off to great things. Like we're here to motivate. I hope you're motivated by Dustin.
yeah,
See what you want. Your end game is how old's Pedroia? 40 something, 40 something,
41.
41. Is he 40? That's it?
I don't know. I was taking an educated guess.
Jeez.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for this Pedroia photo. I gotta find it.
Well, he someone keeps he what you want to do is through all your excellence, through all your education, you want to be able to land where he does, which is just laying on the couch with millions of dollars, talking crap to podcasts. That's it.
It
That's your
should. Yeah.
goal. That's my goal. I missed it, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, you're doing pretty well. You're sitting in front of Fenway Park right now.
Yeah, well,
I actually do have a question about Breslow. What
okay.
is he like? What is he like to like interview? Like what is he like? Or like
It depends. I mean, I covered him as a player. Um, he definitely was more loose when he was a player, more buttoned up now. I think he's is a good human being, and I think I kind of felt like up until recently, obviously that this stuff is tough to deal with, but you go from that first press conference to the next year. I thought he got better. I thought he was trying to get better about just saying it's okay to be a little looser. Um, so yeah, I mean, everybody's different, right? Like you have to like I just did I just sat down with Chandler Simpson, right? A really interesting guy. Like crazy unique game, fast bunts, everything else for Tampa. And it wasn't like he's a really good guy, but the answers were you kind of had to get to the point where you got to find something where he's going to be interested in answering and feel relaxed about answering. You got to feel it out. And I think that's with everybody. It's with Breslow, that's with you just have to get to that point with everybody. And sometimes you aren't able to. But I said this is like every time I went into a journalism class, one of the things I like to do, I just would call someone up and I say, okay, I'm going to start asking you questions until I find an interesting story about you. And I think everyone can do that. So yeah, and that's the great thing I think about covering baseball is that and that's what COVID took away for us a little bit, is that there was no access. Baseball has great access, and I can walk into a clubhouse like today. Like, here's my day to day, okay? 10:30 in the morning, I met David Ross at his hotel to do a podcast. So we do the podcast. Great talking to him. Great podcast. Great just after the talking. Then we have the availability with the Red Sox Hall of Famers and John Lester, Johnny Damon, Mike Timlin, Bill Miller, all great to talk to. But that's more of a formal setting. Then I come here, go in the clubhouse. I have to do something for the pregame show, grab someone. So the first person I see, Peyton Tolley, I start talking to him about, hey, I put up something on Twitter about who you look like, who would be like play you in the movie. I don't know if you saw that, but
No, I didn't.
yeah, but he was like, oh yeah, they say Nick Offerman, Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, another guy, David Harbour. So I said, hey, let's stop. Let's do a 2-minute interview of talk asking about this. So I asked him who would play in the movie. He said Chris Pratt. But all this stuff is interesting. And then I talked to him about his game the other day. All of it's interesting. Talking to you is interesting. Talking to Pedroia is interesting. Like this is great. We can talk about, to your point, you can talk baseball forever. You know why? Because there's a million things to talk about.
Yeah.
So
No,
anyway,
I agree.
I apologize for
Dude,
commandeering there.
this is fun. Rob, this is awesome. I mean, I don't know if you want me to call you Rob or Bradfo. I usually call you Bradfo, but
Yeah, you get caught. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It's
I mean, dude, I actually took I did journalism for a semester. I didn't love it because I was actually a broadcaster for my basketball team, men and women's basketball team at college. I really liked it, but I didn't like the classes. I was more interested in business, but I like to talk. I used to when I was a kid, I used to do video game. When I would play video games, I would be the guy that would just talk. Like I'd be like commentating the games like while I'm
Yeah, it's listen, I mean, I think that this is a bigger conversation, but the industry, it's great that people have more opportunities and more avenues to do stuff, but it's there's one thing to do it and then to actually make a profession of it. And I think everyone's trying to figure that out. I think that this is one of my problems with what's going on is I think some people see how quick people can make money off influencing and social media and if they hit the sweet spot. But the problem is that if you don't, then you don't. And you don't have the education, you don't have the experience, you don't pay the dues, all of it. So I know I'm sounding like old man yelling at clouds, but that's just the reality. Is that I think that there's no shortcuts, man. It's great you're getting your MBA. It's great that you have your experience as a broadcaster. It's great you played baseball. It's great you're talking to me. Like if you don't, here's the other thing, Joe. Like if you don't, you'll never know unless you ask, right?
no, you're right.
We don't have this. You never meet Dustin Pedroia if you don't ask me to come on the podcast, right?
Dude, you know, it's
No,
crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy because when we met at the fort, I call it fort, but
yeah,
I was like with my buddy. He lives in Cape Coral. He actually went to my college, and I see you, and I was like, "That's Bradfo." I gotta like he's
yeah.
and my buddy's like, "Who's this guy?" And I'm like, This is the guy I listen to all the time. I listen to this guy for the Red Sox. He's a Phillies fan. That's why he said that.
It's all good.
But I was like, dude, this is like one of my favorite dudes to listen to for like anything related with the Red Sox. Like I listen to this guy religiously like on Spotify, and he's like, dude, that's sick. You should get him on your podcast. And I was like, well, I don't want to like lead into it too quick, but sure. I mean, eventually, I mean, we'll see. And he was like, yeah. And like now I'm like talking to you on through
Yeah,
Fenway Park, and I just met my hero. So
yeah.
yeah, it's sick. I also coach a 10U baseball team. I help out. I'm a assistant pitching coach, the pitching coach for a 10U baseball team, and it's
It's like, you're the assistant pitching coach for a
or
10U
no, the
baseball.
assistant coach. I'm the pitching coach, but I'm the
Okay.
assistant. Yeah. First
You
base coach. First base
here's the
coach.
thing. You run the pitching program for the 10U.
Oh yeah.
But by the way, so that's another thing. Like you have that in common with CEO Joe Kelly. Like
Oh,
his
do
that's
I?
his yeah. He's that was his coaching his 10-year-old's team.
Joe
So
Kelly's the man.
well,
He's the man.
I mean, I'm contractually obligated to say that since I've written a book with him and now I'm in a formal business relationship with him, selling t-shirts and hats. So
I also probably I think I met him actually. I went to spring training Yankees when the Yankees are down here, and he signed a ball for me. I still have it. I still have Pedroia's ball that he gave me too. And my dad got me this like plaque, and it has like Pedroia's like photo, and it has like a signed thing in there. And I'm like,
so when you're not to belabor this, but so when you're seeing Pedroia, you're trying to articulate you have this shrine to him, right? You tried to say that, but you're all you're saying is I have your ball, it's signed. It's like, oh, that's awesome, bro.
yeah,
That's awesome.
he doesn't care. Yeah.
No, he does care. No.
No, no, I mean like the photo, like he doesn't like he's signed like
No,
400.
he cares. Like this is the thing is that like, listen, I mean, especially after you're tired, anybody who like that means something. The fact that and I wouldn't have done it unless I knew it meant something. It meant
Oh
something to you
yeah.
both. So yeah.
No, I
But
didn't mean it like that. I was just saying like man, like he's probably signed like 100 things. I just didn't know. I just said it. But like yeah, he's the man. He's unbelievable. I appreciate that by the way. That was awesome. That
no,
was
it's all
unbelievable.
good. But
He's a legend. He's a legend for sure.
the but yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's you helped made my day. Like I said, it's been a busy day, and I'm
Yeah.
they're setting up for the Hall of Fame, Red Sox Hall of Fame right now. So good for
John
them.
Lester's the man. John
Yeah,
Lester.
he is. I mean, the fact that Josh Beckton isn't in the Hall of Fame is a travesty.
He
The
didn't get
Red
in?
Sox, no, Red Sox Hall of Fame.
He didn't get in the
No,
Red Sox Hall of Fame?
no, not yet. We'll work on it. We're working on it one awesome quote at a time. So
One more thing to tell you. I'm
yeah,
gonna say this right now. Connolly Early is the guy I think that will be I think him and Peyton Tolley will both be a 1 and 2 for the Sox eventually. I think that their stuff is so good, and like that's why I like the pitching so much. I like their pitching so much. I love Chapman. I love Whitlock. Like the pen's fine. I think the rotation's fine. I just think if you get one more bat, like I think you could be a really good team. I think you can compete with the Yankees. Maybe, obviously in that series they struggled with offense and the pitching was fine and the defense has been good, but I think the hitting is just a little couple pieces away, in my opinion.
All right, so let's end it on this. Give me your prediction. And we'll do this again.
All right.
And we'll do this again. We'll do this I'm not going to tell you like how to run your podcast, but we'll do this like maybe at the trade deadline. And I want your prediction at the trade deadline. Where are they? In general terms. You don't have to say their exact
Like
record.
right now, you want me to tell you
No,
now?
no, yeah. I want you to predict trade deadline. Put it this way: trade deadline. Are they in the playoffs as a wild card team?
I think that they're the last one.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm writing that down.
I think they're the last one.
All right. Let's
And my
reconvene.
and my bold prediction is that my last thing I'll say about right now for this team, Yordan Alvarez, if something happens in Houston, I would go get him.
Oh,
Go get him.
I like that.
I would go get him.
I
I
like
would go
that.
get him. He hits well at Fenway.
I
I
know.
like him a lot. He actually trains in Tampa. I used to see him hit. I would never talk to him because I didn't want to piss him off when he was training. Because
Yeah.
like I used to train with like big leaguers sometimes, and like I wouldn't talk to them. And oh dude, when he swings the bat, that ball goes a long
All right.
way.
I like that. I like that prediction. Just dig in on it. Don't go halfway. Jordan
No, yeah,
Alvarez will be a Red Sox on
he will
August
be a Red
2nd.
Sox.
On
He,
August 2nd. Yeah.
Bradfo, man, you're the man. This has been awesome. Really fun talking to you. Hopefully we speak soon. I'll send you that photo. I just gotta find it.
No, I want you to send me the screenshot of your face when Pedroia came on. That's what I want you
I
to send
will.
me.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. All right,
Yeah.
man. Hopefully the
Uh,
Sox get it tonight.
all right, man. I'll see you. Thanks,
See ya.
Joe. Good seeing you.